it's Jessie here. I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be my very first plan with me in my new Recollections planner. I did a whole kind of review on this planner. I picked it up at Michael's not too long ago, and it doesn't technically start until January 2017, but I know there's probably a lot of people kind of considering whether they want to get this planner or not. And I thought it might be fun to kind of use my stickers and plan in this. So if you are a fan of my sticker shop and you like to buy my kits, I thought it'd be fun to see how my kits will work out in this layout. I really originally wanted to use this Love a Philo kit because I feel like the colors in this match this perfectly, but I wanted to make sure that I could share with you guys how my kits worked, so I decided I was going to use my Cardinal Christmas collection. I've got it all out of whack here, but you guys can see this in my shop. It's got a lot of greens and blues, which perfectly coordinate with the colors that are pre-existing in the planner. These stickers I feel like are going to fit, but they're not going to fit exactly. So there are going to be touches of this color coming through. So I wanted to pick something that would match this. And I feel like this, while it doesn't match exactly, still coordinates well enough. So I've never planned in this planner before. I have no idea how these stickers are going to fit exactly. I have watched a couple of Plan With Me videos from other YouTubers, so I have an idea. But, you know, everybody's sticker kits are a little bit different. For example, my washi strips are very, very narrow, so obviously they're not going to cover up this whole section. So what I could do is pull in a roll of washi to kind of make up the difference, but I didn't want to necessarily do that because I wanted to show you guys for real how my kits will work. So I'm just going to kind of play with it and we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a mock spread. I don't have like specific things that I want to put in here. I just kind of want to lay some stickers down and show you how they fit. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of transfer half of this planner over to the other side to bring it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier to plan with. And then I'm just going to get started by laying down, what do I want to do first? Maybe I'll work on my sidebar first. Yeah, let's try that. So my full box that I want to use in this sidebar is this one here. I created this kit with the idea that you could totally use this for Christmas, but if you wanted to use it after Christmas and into like winter, you absolutely could. There is a deco sticker here that has Merry Christmas on it that you could stick in the sign and make this Christmas oriented, but since this week falls after Christmas, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use some of this deco in that little sign instead. But that's the first thing I'm going to do is lay down the sticker. And I'm trying to decide, yeah, I think I'm going to just cover up this little flag here to the best of my ability. And I actually feel like I'm going to line it up with this line here. Most of the time when I'm planning in my Erin Condren, I kind of center everything, and I have a really hard time getting my sidebar straight. So maybe having this line here will work to my advantage. Sorry, that's my washing machine you guys are hearing. So I'm just going to line it up with this line. And the first thing I do is stick it down crooked. Well, it didn't rip my paper, so that's good. Speaks to the quality of this paper, I think. So I'm going to turn this to the side to help line things up a little bit better. There we go. So I got that on. As I continue to layer stickers here, you're going to be able to notice that obviously there's this little bit of color peeking through. In future spreads, I will just wipe that out so it doesn't peek through, but for now, I want to lay down the stickers without kind of messing with anything too badly, so I can really show you how they fit. But you could totally wipe that out and you would never be the wiser that that's even there. So there's that. I'm going to want a habit tracker. And again, I'm just going to continue to line it up against this line here. Maybe that'll help keep my sidebar straight. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm still going to end up with a crooked sidebar because that's just how I roll. Going to want a checklist. We'll use a this week header, and I'm actually going to use a little washi strip between here just to break up the color since these are both the same color. And my washi strips for this kit are solid colored, so I'm going to use this pretty blue one, just like the smallest piece of washi there is here. And then lay in my this week header. Oops. And then I'm going to want a checklist, so let's see. Use one of these. There we go. Going to want a dinner's header next. And I'm sorry, I'm just keeping this sideways. I feel like that's the best way to lay these stickers down relatively straight. It's not a perfect science. And it's way over. Let's see if we can't fix that. It's a bit hard to get these lined up perfectly just because I'm not used to working in this planner, but I feel like after a couple of weeks in this planner, it's going to be no problem. It's just kind of figuring out exactly what works. Now my days of the week ombre list is here. It's this gorgeous red. I love that color. And then I don't know if I'm going to have room for this hydrate sticker. I feel like I absolutely would if I hadn't stuck that little piece of washi in, but let's see. Oh, it's like perfect. Look at that. Perfect. So that is my sidebar. I'm actually very pleased with the way that that looks. Like I said, in future spreads, I would wipe this little piece of color out so that you couldn't see it, but I feel like, you know, it matches fairly well, so it doesn't really bother me all that much. Where's my deco sheet? There we go. So I'm just going to stick some of this deco in there. We'll just stick the bird in there, call it done. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the bottom washi. This is where I feel like it's going to get tricky because, like I said, my bottom washi here is a lot more narrow than some other shops' washi. I know a lot of shops do the full-size washi. I don't. So I'm going to just line this up along the bottom here and see how far we get. So as you can see, it does not come clear across. I could have probably lined it up on this edge because I feel like a gap on this side would be better. I wonder if I can get this up without ripping the page. My stickers are not removable, but I find that if you peel them up relatively quickly after laying them down, you can usually get them up. Of course, it's going to make a liar out of me. And you can always use undo also. I just don't happen to have any. I haven't made that particular investment yet. There we go. So it ripped up the paper a little bit, but since I'm going to be laying the sticker down, I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to flip the planner upside down and line it up on this edge. There, I think that looks all right. It's a little crooked, but I don't think I went off the edge of the page here. Maybe a tiny little bit, but that's okay. So we're gonna go with that. Okay. So now I guess we'll go ahead and start going day by day. I think I'm gonna try starting at the bottom and working my way up, although that might be difficult because in the Erin Condren you have the bumpers on either side, but in this case this line goes down the middle, so lining it up from the bottom might be difficult. So I guess I'll start up top with my to-do header. I'm going to line the to-do header up right over top of this existing header. It's going to be a perfect fit, I think. Yep, there we go. And then I debated about whether I wanted to use my checklist flags or my ombre heart checklist, but I think in this case I'm going to use my ombre heart checklists, and I'm going to start off with this green color, and I'm just going to line it up with the header. I think that's going to be the best way to try to center everything. Might not be perfect, but not too bad. So there's my to-do header and my to-do list. I'm going to pull out my today header. And I'm going to want the full box. So I have these full boxes and I have these full boxes left. So I'll start off with this one. Sometimes it's easier to turn it on its side. Sorry, I know that's not exactly the most appealing angle to watch, but there's that. So like I said, in spreads that I'm doing in the future, I will absolutely just grab a roll of washi and fill in the rest of this, but in this case, I don't necessarily want to do that. I want to show you guys how you can kind of make one kit work for you. So instead I think I'm going to pull in some half boxes along the bottom and see how that works out. You're still going to be able to see this color in between it, but like I said, because the color is so light and similar to the colors in the kit, it doesn't really bother me too much. So I guess I will just pull in, I guess it doesn't really matter what half box. And see, because I feel like I really want to start at the bottom and work my way up from here, but because there's no bumpers, it's kind of hard to do that. So I guess what I will do is just kind of make it work. Wonder. Let's do this. I feel like I'm making this more complicated than it has to be. We'll just go with that and see how that works. It may not line up exactly. For my first one, I think it's okay if things aren't exactly right. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some little things. Okay, so I actually feel like I lined that up kind of perfectly. It's a little tiny bit off, but it doesn't really bother me. And I feel like I said before, the more I plan in this, the better at it I will get. And also, in the future, I can use washi, fill up some more space, make it a little bit easier. So that is Monday. I do want to see if my date covers will work, because this I have not tested, and I have no idea if they will cover this or not. So I think I'm going to flip it upside down. And this is another situation where it's going to be kind of difficult to line it up, because I can't just stack it directly on top, obviously, with the dates being raised a tiny little bit. So I'm just going to try to line it up and see how this goes. So not bad. I feel like you can see a tiny little touch of the numbers there. And again, in the future, I can just white those out. So there's that. And it's not even super crooked. So there's Monday done. Now we can move on to Tuesday. Now that you guys can kind of see how everything fits, I'll probably speed through most of this, because like I said, this is a mock plan with me. I don't have any specific plans or anything to fill in. Just kind of getting my stickers in there, and then I'll show you the finished product. And you guys can decide for yourself how well my kits work here. idea of how my stickers can kind of work in this planner. If you are a perfectionist in terms of lining everything up perfectly, you might want to reconsider this planner because it is more difficult to line everything up and get everything straight without those bumpers on the side. So especially if you are used to the Erin Condren, you might struggle with this a little bit. But honestly, I feel like this is not half bad. I think it looks really beautiful. I'm looking at this, especially with this no white space layout, I'm not even seeing this color peeking through, like unless I'm looking for it. So overall, I think this is a great alternative to the Erin Condren. I think that my stickers work really well in here, especially once I get used to it. Maybe a more white space look would function easier. I don't know, that's something I will have to try, but overall, in general, I think that this is really beautiful. I love this kit, so that totally helps, but I think it totally works in this planner, and I'm super excited about it. So I hope this gives you an idea of how my stickers will work in the Recollections planner. It's a super affordable option if you want a vertical planner like the Erin Condren without the Erin Condren prices. Oh, the only thing that I will say I worry a little bit about in terms of this planner is that this coil is pretty darn small. With my Erin Condren Life Planner, that baby at the end of the year is fat with all of the stickers that I'm putting into it. So I worry that we're going to get halfway through the year in this planner and this coil is going to be at capacity. And at that point, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know if I'll uncoil it and remove some or what I will do, but that's really my only concern with the Recollections planner. I feel like this is a great option if you want a vertical planner. It just takes a little bit of work getting things right. You can see some days are more crooked than others, but in general, super functional, super cute. So that's it for this video today. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think of this kit, and if you'll be picking up this Recollections planner, I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!